All right. All right. Rockin' with Jammin is with Wallin from Killer's Confession.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah,
Waylon.
wait, it's all right. That's all good. We'll work with you here. We're still stoked about the fact we both have PS5s. Yeah,
Yeah. How you doing, man?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm just chilling, got the PS5, got an Oculus, doing
Uh,
the same.
you can't go wrong with. I've got the PSVR, so like I'm with you there.
Okay. Do you have the Quest 2 though?
No, I do not. I almost bought it for my son for Christmas, and I didn't for some reason. I kind of kicking myself in the butt now for not doing it.
Eh, you know, Christmas can be Christmas.
That's right. Well, he got it. Well, he got like a brand new computer and like a motherboard, and all a bunch of bigger stuff. And I'm like, he got hooked up. He
Yeah,
did.
look up. You're okay. Buddy, you don't need the VR right now. I'll give you for your birthday.
There you go. See, I like how this kid thinks.
Congratulations on your new song. Remember.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It just came out what last week, and it's doing excellent right now. Even though I can't tour because of what we're going through right now, it's just one of them things.
So tell me about the video. At first, I thought you were a thief. Then you were building something. Then a monster comes. It was pretty crazy. Just
Okay. The thief part, you kind of got that right. I'm a scavenger, and it's a post-apocalyptic world, and I'm trying to build my loved one who I lost. I'm trying to find the parts to bring her back to life. She's not a monster. It's somebody I lost, and I want her to remember me. It's a post-apocalyptic Cinderella or Snow White. There you go.
oh, so it's like Mad Max mixing with magic.
Yes,
Girl,
exactly. There you go. Yeah,
I get it. I get it.
there you go.
I bet you are excited to get a new album out.
Oh, I'm so excited. And the way I'm doing this album is different than any album I've ever done. Usually I would just take 13, 14 songs, put them together, put a cover on it, and release it all at once. With this one, I took the album cover and I created a bunch of different puzzle pieces. So I'm going to release a new song every 28 days. And that would be a different puzzle piece until the entire album comes out. And then you'll get the full album. So we're going to release it throughout the year.
Oh, I like that. That's actually a pretty good idea. You're like splitting it into parts,
Yes.
like a chapter book.
Yeah, and everybody's got to put the puzzles together to actually get the full puzzle piece and get the actual album art. So like it's cool. It's like everybody hears it like that's really cool. I'm like that's what COVID did. Made me think about new ways to do stuff.
That's what COVID does to your mind.
Yeah, I was stuck in the house going crazy.
Welcome to the club, buddy. I'm insane. I'm already screaming out my neighbors already. I'm screaming at my neighbors already. Just
I
going.
run from mine.
I heard you were doing a track with Jeffrey Nothing.
Yes, I am doing a track with Jeffery Nothing. That one was just that. Well, I just announced that like a week ago, so you're on top of your game, But that's going to be the 14th track on the album, and we're working on that right now. So I don't really have much information about it yet, but know that it's being worked on and it's totally being put together. So for all those old school Mushroom Head fans that are used to hearing me and Jeff sing together, they're going to get a piece of that again.
Yeah, could do it for the OGs.
Yeah, do it. Definitely do it for the OGs. That's all for the OGs.
Oh, and you have your own record label, Wake Up Music Rocks.
Yes. Now it's not my label. I'm the head A&R for the label. The label is actually owned by Pepper Gomez. We're just a subdivision of Wake Up Music, and we handle all the rock bands like Raw. We just released Raw, and we have a couple more releases coming down. We're trying to sign a couple other bands. A Killer's Confession, my group, just came out on that. And it's kind of hard being the record label and the artist because you can't decide on who to get mad at. Do I just yell at myself in the mirror and call it a day?
Are you like, are you like, no, you shouldn't have done that, man. You are fired. I am disgraceful. You should have done that. No, you should have done this, not that.
And then I turn around, I'm like, yes, sir, you're right.
That's pretty cool that you have your own record label and like you're head of a music company. That's pretty cool.
Well, it's like I'm really lucky because I get to work with my wife with it, and my wife and I do it together. And it goes back to the old saying: a family that plays and works together stays together. That's then that it keeps us together. It keeps us busy, sun up to sundown. I get a nice cup of coffee and a to-do list first thing in the morning.
How do you release now without torrents back then?
How do you? That's why we're doing the step release with the puzzle pieces. That's to keep them going and to keep them interested. We don't just give them everything at once. You get one song, you get to sit on it for a month, and then you get another one, and then you get another one, and then you get another one, and until music can come back and we can start touring it, and then hopefully, I miss that so much. I miss the live shows. Those were the days.
Those were the good days. But
Those were the good days.
for an entire year, we didn't have the good days. We could only do it on the camera.
We'll get it back. Don't worry. We'll get it back. We will.
We'll make a huge step.
Yes, we'll get through this.
I know you played a few shows and you have more saluted. What is it like playing during a pandemic?
Be honest with you, it was a very joyous occasion for me to actually see everybody come out together because we had a lot of people come out, and thankfully none of us caught COVID during this. We were all careful, wore gloves, social distance. They were outdoor, but it was nice to see people in their eyes and their hearts being able to be like, how much they missed it, and it just fed the stage presence even more. It was nice. And it was a heartwarming experience because it made you realize how close we all are because we're all really going through the same thing.
It has to be a little weird. You're almost like settled down fans. You're having a little bit too much fun there. Down. And now you're getting too close to each other. Whoa, Fitz. 6 feet, man.
That's the thing. Everybody was really respectful the way they had it set up. They had your areas, like you bought your ticket, and then they had little circles set up, and you went and stayed in your area, and we played, and you were in your. And I ended up I did autograph signings, and we brought them up one at a time, but mask to mask, glove to glove, no real touching, and it was a good experience. It really was, but you could tell in people's hearts and eyes that they definitely miss the old school ways of doing things where it's hot and sweaty and there's a pit going on and a lot of crowd surfing and it's really loud and you're elbow to elbow with everybody. They missed it. But I mean, we'll get back there. We got this far through it. We're going to keep coming together. We'll keep pushing forward and we'll get to the next level and we'll get back to where we were.
You forgot one more thing about the olden days.
What's that?
You would jump in the crowd. You would just.
Oh yeah, that's crowd surfing, jumping, doing the stage dive. That's the best.
That's the best.
It is. I'm injured permanently because of that, but I wouldn't give it up for nothing.
Is it worth playing a show here than coming home to quarantine for a few weeks?
Say that again. I missed it.
Is it worth playing a show here and then coming home to quarantine for a few weeks?
Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it every time. It's worth it to see people smile. It's worth as long as we do it in a safe situation where I feel like nobody's in danger, where nobody's really up on somebody else, everybody's kind of minding their P's and Q's and they're keeping your distance. I'm all about it. I will go do that all day long, and then I'll come home and quarantine. But, even though I have to do that, I still, playing music is embedded in my soul. It's one of those things where I don't like life without it.
When do you think a full on touring would start again? Full on touring.
I'm hoping by the end of the summer. They're talking about the vaccine. We'll see how that works. but I don't see full blown like festivals happening where you have 30,000 people happening until at least 2022. But I'm thinking the club and the theater circuit will open back up before then, and you'll get those smaller shows. But I don't think we're going to see any of the big, huge shows for another year.
It's not going to be 30 billion people. No, it's just going to be one. Just going to be like a couple thousand. That's it.
30,000 people is an arena show.
Yes, that's an arena show, but just a little bit.
Did I say billion?
No, you said like a million. Like something near like 3 million. Definitely.
Okay. Well, I didn't mean to say that. What I meant to say is I see the theaters and the club shows coming back because they're smaller. You'll see anywhere from 500 to 1,000. I can see that coming back, but any of the festivals, which are 30,000 or more, you're not going to see that stuff to at least 2022.
Definitely. It's gonna. We need an entire year just to. Yeah, we're gonna need an entire year for that.
This year won't be bad as last year, but this year is going to be the transition year of how things will be from here on out.
Yes, that is making a huge. Yes, you are correct about that one. What do you think it will be like, though?
That's the thing. I don't know. I do not know. I try to imagine it, but I do know. I know what I want it to be, but I know it can't be. So I don't know how it's going to work, but I'm hoping to God it does.
I have to ask, does it bother you that everyone lists you as a former mushroom head singer?
No, it's part of who I was. You can't erase who you were and where you've been, but I can make what I'm doing bigger than what I did, and then I might be known by it.
I know it was part of the past, but you have proven you are more than that.
Well, thank you. I'm trying, and every day you got to get up, you got to do something, and you got to make yourself happy. And I say this all the time to everybody. It's like, if you don't like where you're at, and if you're unhappy, you need to stop. You need to look around and find out what's making you unhappy and move another direction, because then you'll find true peace. And that's what I've done.
I bet it feels good not wearing a mask at all the time.
Oh, you are not. Well, no, I still got to wear a mask. I didn't get out of that one. That was a trick question. That was a trick question. I got you on that one.
I almost had you, though. I almost had you. I just made you think that
that close.
It was right there. Just right there. So close.
You were close. That was a good one.
Well, was it hard leaving the band?
Yes, it was. It was everything I knew, but it was just one of them things I had to do. I had to do it. I had to do it for myself. I had to do it for my future. It was just one of those things. It was not easy. It was not. Do I wish I could have changed the way it happened? Yes, I do. I feel bad about how things went down with that group, but at the same time, it had to happen. I had to leave. So, but it wasn't easy. No.
Are you guys friends now?
No, we're not friends still. Like me and Jeff are in church, and I talk to Schmatz, but I've spoken with Gravy, but being close, no, we're not close.
So how are you doing health-wise?
Health-wise, right now I'm doing very good. I am dealing with a couple health issues, but my doctors seem to think I'm doing very well. I just got to get poked and prodded a little bit more, and hopefully I will be on my way by the end of the year.
How long do you think it will hold until you, how long did you hold it in before you revealed that you had cancer of the head, Bangers Con?
How long did I hold it? 6 months.
6 months?
6 months. I had known for I had known for a while, and when I said in Headbangers Con, they were they called it very, very early. I have stage 1, which they were able to cut out and remove from me. Now I have to go through and make sure that it didn't spread, that it didn't take in and go into stage 2, stage 3. So that's what I'm doing right now, is going through all those tests and doctors. I was actually at the doctor yesterday getting blood drawn, and I thought that lady stabbed my soul with that needle. I've never been so stabbed so hard in my life.
You look great though. You look perfect.
Thank you very much. My wife, you can thank her because she's making me have a very healthy a diet. Diet is everything. You are what you eat. That's the truth. So anything I like, I'm not allowed to eat anymore. It's That's the truth. I can't have what I used to have. I have to eat better stuff. I can't have as many sugars. I can't have red meat. Um, but we're making it better for me, where my body can heal from this, and I can actually fight it. And because like, this is not something that's going to go away from me. My father passed away from this, and this is they'll have to keep it monitored for the rest of my life, most likely.
So, what do you think about all the craziness with Marilyn Manson?
I'm not educated enough on the subject right now. I've heard. I'm not big on watching news, and I'm not big on drama. But I've seen it, and it's like I really don't want to give my opinion about it because I don't know too much. I don't want to say something and make an uneducated statement about that.
I don't get it. How could you break with someone and years later you say you're a bad boyfriend? Why not say it when it happens though?
Why not say what happens? That human error. That's all you can go with, human error. You should have said it then.
Like right when it happened, you should have ran and just told what happened.
That's truth. And there are a lot of people out there that like to do just say things after the fact, whether they be true or not. But we do have a system set up. It's called due process. Innocent until proven guilty, and that is always the case. You're never guilty until you're proven guilty in a court of law amongst your peers. Remember that. You're not guilty just because you're arrested. You are guilty once you're found guilty by the judge or the jury.
And nobody even wants to hear his side. Like you're fired from everything, dropped from the label, and just removed from TV shows. Bada bing, bada boom.
That's how that works. It's like you got to understand their side too. In case this is true, they can't be affiliated with that because it comes back on them because they stood by. That's a tough situation to be in on their side and his. I mean, he's losing. They're being thrown in a situation they didn't ask for. It's a terrible, but I mean, it's all going to come out in the wash. I mean, that's the truth of it. But you're innocent until proven guilty. But like I said, I don't know enough of the situation yet to make for my own opinion.
And it's crazy. We live in a cancel culture where you are guilty just because someone says it. It's kind of just funny. It's funny.
It is funny, but also there is no prize for second place. It's like you got to. Everybody has their day in court, and a lot of people have forgotten that. It's like you just can't be the first one to throw a stone because how big of a fool are you when you're proven wrong?
I see you have a lot of merch for sale.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Would you like something?
Yes, I could do an unboxing.
What would you like?
A shirt, maybe.
What size shirt would you like?
A medium adult size.
Medium adult size. Do you want me to sign it for you, or do you want
yes,
to just?
Yes.
No, you gotta send us your.
Send us your address, and I will make that happen for you. It'll be in the mail tomorrow.
Thank you guys so much. I promise I'll do the unboxing. Thank you guys so much.
No problem, buddy. I'll take care of you. Don't you worry about that. I might throw a couple other goodies in there with you. You're welcome. You're very, very welcome.
What is your favorite memory from playing a show?
My favorite memory from playing a show was when I was on Mayhem with Korn and Avenged Sevenfold back in 2014. I got to go on stage with Korn and sing. That was my greatest memory of ever being on the stage. That was a good one too. That was a real good one.
That was a pretty good one there.
Yes.
What was your worst?
What was my worst? I one time had a very, very bad stomach virus, and we had to play the show. And I remember like having my mask on and just kind of hovering over a bucket and throwing up and singing and throwing up and singing, drinking water, throwing up, singing, drinking more water, throwing up, singing.
Oh,
That was the terrible, terrible experience. And I was sick and I couldn't do nothing about it. I wasn't going to cancel the show, but people would just watch me kind of sit there hugging a bucket.
hold it tight.
Oh yeah, it's like I would go to sing a line and I'd puke, and then I'd sing another line and I'd puke, and then I'd skip a line and puke. It was bad. It was so bad.
Just like this. Ah,
Oh no, it was worse than that. Like when I throw up, it's like a cat hissing. So like my whole back arches up, and it kind of looks like Linda Blair from the Exorcist. You know, I could shoot a spray of puke across the room. Like I'm violently. When I get violent when I'm sick, it's bad.
yeah. Is it like this?
Oh yeah, it's very much like that.
I did it.
Yes, it's very much like that.
What's next for you?
What's next for me? Keep an eye on my health, take care of my family, take care of my kids, and probably gonna hop on my PS5 and play a little bit today.
Hopefully we can join each other.
Yeah, we can. You find me, Waylon AKC.
All right. Mine's rocking with Jim, and like my avatar, it's my interview name. Maybe we can play with each other one time.
Yes, we can. We'll hop on. We'll play somebody.
All right. Thank you.
No problem.
How do my followers follow you?
How do your followers find me? They can find me on Instagram. They can find me on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok. I'm on Twitch. I stream on Twitch. You can find me there. You can find me on any platform. You find me on Twitch, Waylon AKC, Killer's Confession on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. That's where they can find me.
I see you're pretty active on social media. That has to be cool for your fans.
It is. It's a way that you can be more personal with them and talk to them like one-on-one, like we're doing right now. And that's what it's all about, being able to talk to them.
Thank you for being on my show. I hope the next time we talk is at the backstage at one of your shows. Thank you so much, dude.
You're very welcome, buddy.
Thank you. Rocking with Jam, and remember that. And hopefully we can play. And I promise I will do the unboxing. Thank you so much.
And be sure to send me your email. Send me your address so I can send it to you. And I'll get it out to you tomorrow. Okay.
All right. Have a great day, man. Thank you.
You're welcome, buddy.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a great day.
I'm going to.